Alright, we're back. I'm over carrying this over. I can feel it jiggling around a little bit as I'm carrying it. Gear's kind of loosened up a little bit. It's still not lighting up correctly yet, but getting a little closer. Okay, let's put this up in the press. Make sure you're sitting flat on a table. We're good. So my table's way too high. I'm going to have to lower it down. I'm going to have to figure out how to get these things to gauge better. Nothing's engaging right now, so I'll have to figure that out what it's going to take. So I got to lower my table down right now. I don't have enough room to engage everything. Alright, so go up a little bit and drop down our pegs here. And drop my table down. Okay, now I got access to get in here. Okay, now I got to figure out how we're going to make this thing go down evenly. First thing I figure out which one is the straightest. I think the main shaft is the straightest. Coming down just a little bit, just enough to get it centered up in the bearing. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to try to get this one to go down now. I get these teeth to engage correctly though. Those seem to be good. These two here don't seem to like each other. Not sure why. Oh, I see why. Alright, so this one needs to come up probably again because that's... Right now they're hitting like this, and not, it has to drop down to slide over. So this one is in the way right now. So I might be able to push it. Let's find out. Nope. Yeah. It's binding it up so I can't do it. If you force it, you're just going to break a bearing. See, this gear here has to go underneath this gear so the whole thing can slide over and get the alignment where it belongs, and it'll go straight down. Right now you're trying to push this into the bearing sideways. And with that plastic cage, you'll destroy that instantly. So now what I got to do is I got to push this one back up, because I just put it in, and get in there. So maybe I put a screwdriver here and lift it up a little bit with a screwdriver. It's just lightly in the hole right now. Let's see if I can cheat without having to flip it all over and start over again. So I'll have to totally start over if I can't get it out. Yeah, once it's in there, it's in there, so... As usual, it's 50-50 chance of doing it wrong, so I did. Should have pushed the other side in first. You want to do the worst first. I didn't do that. Let's see if I can make this happen here. Nope. Okay, it's starting to jiggle a little bit. Not enough to get in there though. Nothing's working. Okay, there, that moved over. I think I might be able to push this in. Nope. There it goes. And that came to a hard stop. And we still got a lot of clearance here. So it still is not lining up correctly. Should have all engaged by now. I don't know what the problem is. Can't see it. It's not going together for whatever reason. If I had to guess, I'd say the shift fork is screwing with me. I need to be in a different gear or something, I'm not sure what. So as far as I can tell, the shift drum needs to be 180 over. This is being held in a steady position right now, which is really hurting me. Got this all bound up here. If I had this way over here, so it would be lifted way up in the air, this would be disengaged, and the shift fork won't be fighting me. So I'm in the wrong spot. So I'm going to try to move this gear around and shift it into the other gear. And that should free everything all up and make it so I can use it. Hopefully. So we'll just try it and find out. Worked very well. Nope. I think everything has to come apart and redo it. I can't move anything. Everything is jammed. Does not work. We need to be 180 from where we're at, and I can't do anything about that. So, if I take the shift drum out, if it'll come out, I might be able to do what I need to do. Otherwise, I'm going to pull everything apart. So you have to use a wrench to get to the one bolt over here. This one you got access with a socket here. There we go. Okay, that comes out. Boom. I can't do this. Okay, so now I get these forks out of here, maybe. There we go. You're out, you're out. Okay, now I should be able to move this thing over where I need to be. Maybe. Dowel pins are in the way. Okay, that has to go down before it can go up, so I cheated. I'm still not engaging, so something is wrong. First thing is this in my way. There. I got access to work. Okay. So something is keeping this thing from dropping down still. It ain't the forks, so they're disengaged. That one's out on that side. Where'd the other one run off to? And the other one's over there. Okay. These should just be meshing right together, and they're just not. I don't know why. I don't know what the fight is, but something is keeping it from going together. My guess is something down here is screwed up. The part that grease has probably moved, to be my guess. I was fighting this whole time. I do not know. All I know is it's not working. So I'm going to push this damn dog out of here. Take that completely out. Okay, now we got no excuse for binding. Still is not meshing. I don't know. Something's not right. I wonder if Harley changed their gear ratios or something. Something is just not correct here. There's no reason for this thing not to be lined up. There. Got that out finally. Okay, why is this not working? That all seems good. This is not happy. Something is not correct here. As far as I know, these parts were all the same ones that came out of here, but he changed the main shaft, so I bet you he changed the gear sets. Because this gear set is all part of the main shaft. Here, it's all one piece. Only this gear comes off. So he has that other transmission over there, it's all blown up. So I wonder if he got this main shaft gear set from over here. I think this is the one that had the broken gear in it. So my guess is there's something stupid going on over here. Because this is definitely a different gear set than what he has. I'm guessing that this stuff is M8. These fit together perfectly, no problem. Just like they're supposed to go together. And this one over here does not go together because he's mixing parts. So now I gotta do is figure out what is not correct. It's nothing like having a bunch of junk, you have no idea what goes together. And it's fighting you. Okay, so this is already pressed in. I need to press this out. This is going to fall out unless I put some screws back in it. I bet you one of these gears is a different diameter. Just bet you there's something different. Find out. Alright, that'll be enough crap stacked up. Alright. Okay, so here is our gear set. Here's one we're trying to put together. It looks like the grease is doing its job. Now, these do not fit together, see? So there's a gear ratio change in here, something is different. Okay, so now we know there's a change. Now we got to determine what the change is. So, what looks different by just eyeballing it? We know this is different. And we know that's the first part that goes in. These here look similar. Those look similar, similar, similar. These are different. See how this goes this way? This one goes this way. These two do not mix. These two look like they're close to the same diameter. So you put a stridge across the top. Should be level. Looks pretty close. If there's a tooth change, it'll be a diameter change easily, but not always. Okay, that all looks good. So the difference is this gear here is different on these two shafts. So we need to swap out these two gears, and that will allow it to go back together over here on this side, because this gear is going a different direction than that gear. So the problem is he took this whole gear set out of the other bike and did not change out that gear. And that is what, the fixed one? No, that is this one right here. So whatever this one is, it's different. So I need the gear off his old bike. This gear here is what I'm looking for. Maybe I got to change this gear out, or I got to change this gear out. And I do not know if this gear is part of the shaft. If I had to guess, I would say this is part of the counter shaft. It is not replaceable. If I had to guess. It looks like it's all machined, but it might be a separate piece, I don't know. Obviously the easiest fix is just to get this one gear here that's different, and that would take care of it. And he did not bring me any more gears, as I recall. Nope. And the other question is what gear set is this? Is it an M8? Or what is it? Don't know. This wasn't an M8 bike, but he's gone through about, I don't know, 5 or 6 gear sets since this one blew up. He blows these up all the time. So let's see if this is different than that one. So right off the bat, you can see how this gear is going at an angle like this. See how that goes at an angle like that, and this one goes at an angle like that. This one is opposite. So, see these two go the same way? These two are opposite. See how these two go the same way? See how these two are opposite? So see, these are opposites. So this is I'm assuming this is an M8 gear set. I don't know. It looks like the whole thing might be interchangeable as a unit, but you can't mix parts, it looks like. We're trying to mix parts here, that's why it did not work. So this gear here needs to be changed to the one that goes opposite direction instead of being the same. Because this one here came out of this set here is his old set. This is an old set. Now this has broken teeth, so I cannot use this one. So I have to have his old gear. We'll have to take this apart, swap out the gear, and then this should go together. So, wonderful. I'm assuming this is a twin cam set, not an M8 set, because this is different. I'm assuming this is M8 because it has that on there. So it looks like M8 stuff is in line, and twin cam goes chevron shape to it. So that's a way of identifying the whole gear set, it looks like. So there you go, learn something new. Junk does not fit every model. Alright, so we'll have to deal with this tomorrow. I need to change out that gear, and hopefully I just pull the snap ring, this comes off, that slides around, swap it out, put it back together. Put the tranny back together, we're down the road. Probably about another hour, if I'm lucky. Otherwise, more problems. You never know. These things are fun. So this stuff isn't set up, it's just what happens when you're here. So when things don't go together, you figure out what the problem is. That's the problem. Alright, that's it for now. We have a nice mismatched transmission gear set.